Right then, let's see if we can get back in and... Right, we're with Jamie WRX, who is right up behind Jack. We are currently on lap 8. So we carry on. Well, unless Dave manages to get back in. As they enter the 90 right, Jack still in the lead of this race. Another man, and we've got 3 down at the moment from the 16 that started. As Jamie comes down towards Lodge Corner. Still right behind Jack. Come across the line. Oh, we've got change. So, Jack TM53 synopsis, here we go. We are back, good and proper, 10 laps in, out of 25. We are game on now, here at Oulton Park, Foster's. Hopefully no more issues to go. But these two scrapping it out now, down towards Lodge Corner. Hello Dave, for the 3rd time in streaming business tonight.
3rd time, lucky.
Yes, I think so. Luckily, I think it's changing on my screen as well. We're watching Jack at the moment. I hope you are too.
Yep.
Good news. So, we have Jack in first. Obviously, we've missed quite a bit of this, about a good, nearly half. Jack leads from Jamie WRX. I believe Lee is still 3rd.
Yeah, from what I've seen, Lee's still 3rd from Scooby. There's been a bit of mix-up at the back, I think, with bottom 4 cars.
Oh, Jack's made a mistake! Coming out of Knickerbrook, he's gone on the grass, or the curbing at least. And he sent the car nearly round, meaning Jamie now leads this race. Sorry, Dave.
That's not the first time that Jamie has led the race. He did lead little, I think it was about 1 lap. Well, and then they caught a back marker and Jack managed to close and get the position back, but this has been literally how it's been for these two all race long so far. Just nip and tuck, and this is the biggest gap that anybody's had so far.
Now, see, with Lee in 3rd, Scooby in 4th, I believe is still the running order. I don't know whether we should go through the pack a minute, Dave, just to double check what the order is. So Jamie leads from Jack TM53 synopsis. Then Scooby G, is that 3rd place for Scooby G there?
Oh.
It is.
Yeah, he's made it through past NGR Lee. Obviously missed that on our cameras.
So NGR Lee is 4th. The Les, he completes the top 5 so far. Light Blade 2K18 is currently in 6th place, which is good for his 2nd race of this series. Lion Agreesby is in 7th place on the controller. One High Mofo is in 8th, with NGR Royston in the BMW in 9th. Mikey RK13, he's down in 10th, with web user Johnny in 11th. Bob Mark 1, he is in 12th, and Random Jake 123 spinning out of Knickerbrook in 13th place there in his Sierra. Probably not the best car to choose, really.
It's probably not the best one to start with. The bottom 4 in that pack, Mikey, Webber, Bob and Random, all had a. I think all 4 of them were off at the same time at Lodge Corner. I don't know quite what happened. Luckily, the leaders missed them as they went through.
As Jamie goes through.
Looks like Jack's made it past as well.
Yeah, good stuff from Random Jake there, getting out of the way. But currently, as far as the championship is concerned, Jamie would now lead. Now, there's still an extra point on offer. If it stakes like this, I don't know who's got fastest lap. I suspect either Jamie or Jack.
Jamie has it by 3 tenths over Scooby.
3 tenths over Scooby.
I will check now.
And there's the times. 101.3 from Jack. 101.6, 101.336 by Jack there.
Jamie just has it.
So Jamie currently also has the pole position, the fastest lap as well.
Yeah, Jack and Lee are very close to it, and Scooby's only 3 tenths off. I'm sure you can find that in a lap.
Back to the action. Jamie leads by 1 second now. And as far as championship is concerned, if it was to stay like this with the fastest lap and pole position taken into account, Jamie would lead the championship by 3 points heading to the finale at the Nordschleife.
I think Scooby's been leading most of the season as well, so for Jamie to close that gap is pretty impressive.
1.1 the gap as they go across the line. Not really many battles going on around the circuit at the moment. Hopefully one should materialise coming towards the end of this race.
Scooby and Lee are pretty much the same gap away as the 2 leaders, so there's not much change as Scooby's just coming up to... is that oh no, that's Mikey.
Oh, that's Mikey. Round. That wasn't in the manuscript. Was it?
Or was it Mikey? Hang on,
that's a different person. Who else is in a red?
Yeah.
It's not. It's not Mike. Not a Greasby.
Yellow.
It's not. It's not web user Johnny, is it?
Oh.
No, Bob Mark 1.
Oh. Yeah, Bob. So it's Bob spinning.
Is that Scooby back behind it?
No, that's.
Was that Scooby who's just had to re-overtake him? No, it wasn't. I don't know who that was then.
Coming out of Lodge.
Oh no, sorry, that was web user Johnny making a move actually for 10th place.
Yeah, it's a shame for Mikey because he had a very good start to the race, got up through the field. I think he was in 6th place on the opening lap after that accident, and it just hasn't seemed to go right for him since. But interestingly, at the front, it is less than a second now. Jack's leading, sorry.
Jack is leading now.
That one.
So maybe a mistake there from Jamie has led to that initiative.
Well, it's a swing of 2 seconds between the gap, so I can doubt Jack's closed that in two laps.
But this is big stuff for the championship because now it would be level at the top. Now, I don't know whether Dave, if you've watched some of my finale streams.
So Jamie's just lost 3 seconds on that lap. So
it's a definite mistake. Maybe through the cascade, actually easy to do. Either that, or he's had a slowdown penalty.
Yeah, there was somebody who just spun out in front of another red Mercedes, so that was either Mikey or
Bob.
Oh, it must be or Bob, yeah.
I believe Random Jake has retired from the session.
I did see a car pulling in pits in the background, so that may have been him.
Yeah, I don't know whether you've watched any more of my final 3 round streams, Dave, but I keep a bit of a live score tracking due to obviously the championship coming to the end. What do you think at the moment if Jamie and Scooby G go level into the final round at Nordschleife? Could be interesting.
Does that include the last? Just check the fastest lap.
That includes our last check of the fastest lap. We'll do it again at the end of the race because obviously at the moment they're battling.
Yes, it's still Jamie at the moment.
Jamie right on the tail of Jack. See how much Jack pitches it into the cascades there. Really big pitch, using what is effectively like a rallying-like style going through the cascades.
Yeah, he seems to be on the defensive already though. I mean, I know Jamie's quick. He's still quite far back, but he kept it very tight through Knickerbrook that time round.
Problem is, with Jamie, he's... and especially Oulton Park Fosters, you make one mistake and you're not defending, you're in big trouble. You've got to make sure you defend that apex. As you can see, he's no need to on this occasion. But you have to make sure you have the apex covered at all times, because if you run a bit wide, and you're already wide, then big consequences as Jack goes across the line to lead us on to lap number 19.
Got a bit sideways there, losing a bit more time, as I think that was Lionel Greasby off the track to the side.
Was it yellow Mercedes?
Yes, it was a yellow Mercedes.
That will be Lionel Greasby.
Yeah, Lionel Greasby.
Jack continues round here through Knickerbrook.
I've just noticed a 101.2 just being put in by Lee in 4th place, which would take the fastest lap.
That will take fastest lap away from Jamie, so that means he does need to get ahead of Jack if he wants to be now ahead of Scooby G going into the final round. He still has 6 laps, and I think Jamie's looking very quick. Remember, this is Jack's home circuit, so hometown advantage. It is, yeah,
Jamie
he's up.
Has looked the quicker.
He's up from around Oulton Park area, so he has a nice history of being quick. We come into the Cascades for the 20th time. The Sierras have been fantastic tonight. But, as Dave rightly said, with the 101.2, we would have to assume Lee now holds that fastest lap point. And that would mean Jamie would be 1 point behind Scooby G. Now, what's interesting, actually, David, as well, is I'm keeping an eye on the top battle, but there's also a battle going for 3rd place in the league between Jack and Lee. And currently, as it sits now, Jack would be ahead of Lee by 1 point if it was to finish as is now.
Yeah, it is still Scooby in 3rd place, but then again, Lee's only 3 seconds behind Scooby, so he could be throwing this back. So 4 seconds behind Scooby, so he could throw a spanner in the works right now. These two are in a league of their own tonight. The odd mistake here and there, but nothing major, and that's absorbing the pressure off Jamie really well.
Oh, but not very well enough, though, as Jamie now gets passed into the lead. A mistake from Jack means he's gone very sideways and across the grass at the 90 right.
That was definitely a commentator's curse.
I was about to say, can we get a bumper shot from Jamie to see how close it was? Obviously close enough to force the error.
Now it would be interesting to see if Jamie goes fastest lap here. He can push. He's got the space. He hasn't got to worry about that too much. Now he's in clear air. Will he go for that fastest lap?
Well, it's funny you should mention he doesn't really have to worry about. He does really round here. Only a second round here. It might seem a lot, but it really isn't. It's easy to lose. So I think he's going to have to be wary about that. I mean, at the moment he's got 21 points in the bag, plus his pole position. So he's got a minimum here of 22 if he finishes there, compared to Scooby's 15. He'll be coming out of this leading by 2 points. So
maybe the fastest lap isn't worth going for then.
No, I mean, you could go for that extra lap and point. You could get that extra point, but effectively lose 3. So in essence, you'd be 2 points worse off. As one of the red Mercedes likes to lead us through as they head into Lodge.
I don't know if it's just been the timing that they've been off the track, or whether they're purposely getting off the track, but they're doing a good job of staying out of the way of the leaders.
I think potentially they're actually purposely going off track because they know how close the leaders are at the moment. One of them could just, oh, Jamie sideways, both of them sideways. Great driving from the pair. Good car control.
I think that corner exactly. Ooh,
Jamie's off.
Jamie's ran wide.
Oh.
Okay, he's managed to collect it. But this shows how hard these two are still pushing. It's still one that I think Jack may have just took the fastest lap actually, 1:01.218.
That, oh god, if that's the case, that's good news for him.
NGR Lee also putting a one on it's a 1:02. So yeah, I think that's fastest lap for Jack at the moment.
Obviously, we can amend it at the end, but that would put Jack level with Lee.
So there's two battles going on at the moment. Jamie's just coming up behind. I think that might be
Johnny. That's Johnny there.
Johnny, yeah.
Flashing the lights. Johnny not getting out of the way. This is not good for Jamie because Jack will catch up through Old Hall Corner. There is a time difference. Jack closing in. Very, very wiggly coming out of Old Hall. I think Jamie's lost about 1/10 of a second there.
That definitely didn't help him there, but as you say, the second isn't a lot around here, so a 10th is too much to lose.
Well, I mean, the difference around here, I mean, 1/10 of a second in a battle is enough to put you off as you go on board here with Jack. Great shot. Jamie really pushing hard. But you could just see Jack coming out of Old Hall Corner, seeing Jamie get held up, which is like trying to get on the power probably too early and probably could have gained more had he been a bit smoother. But you could just see it in the eagerness to get on as he runs a bit wide into Lodge.
You can hear him really spinning out of the corners as well. And just looking further back, the gap's down to 3 seconds between Lee and Scooby. Every time I look up, Lee seems to have closed by half a second, and then Scooby just seems to respond at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, this is the final lap we're on, so I don't think that battle will mount anything unless Scooby G has a bit of an off. But here we go, Jack right on the back of Jamie, coming down towards Knickerbrook for the final time. Up the hill we go towards Druids. Flick left into the double right-hander of Druids. Can Jack mount an attack going into Lodge? He rides the curve at the first part, tries to get the power on. Down towards Lodge Corner now for the final time. On board with Jack coming into Lodge. Much later on the brakes. Isn't going to get anything though, he slides wide. This should be Jamie's. Jamie wins at Oulton Park Fosters. And Jack comes home for second place. Hopefully we're going to go back through the field. That was one of the red Mercedes and Webby's of Johnny finishing. Here comes Scooby G. He'll take third place. He'll take that after that. Good stuff by him. NGR Lee crosses the line in fourth. That was Liner Greasby in seventh, I think, crossing the line. Lightblade 2K18. He's had a very good second race here in this category. Fifth place at the moment. And he brings it out.
Down in 10th as well. So that's a good run there.
Yeah, great effort by Lightblade 2K18. The Les will come home in sixth place. Probably not where he wanted. He probably wanted to have that fifth place. I think he had the pace as well. Liner Greasby's already finished. One Home Mofo is in eighth place. Don't know where he is on the circuit.
I think
no, everyone's finished. Obviously, a fair few.
The field has been lapped.
So, Jamie WRX takes the win away from Jack. Dave, you go on the fastest lap. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Scooby G, third place. NGR Lee, fourth. Lightblade, 2K18, probably my driver of the day today for going up 5 places. The Les is in sixth. Liner Greasby, seventh. One Home Mofo is in eighth. Royston, ninth. Web User Johnny, 10th. Mikey RK13, 11th. Bob Mark 1, 12th. Random Jake, 123 retired. Oh no, sorry, he got disqualified for probably going into the pits a bit too quickly. Fraser retired after 7 laps completed, and Tim retired after lap number 1.
And going for the fastest lap point, it goes to Jack with a 1:01.218, 3 hundredths quicker than Lee, who did a 0.248.
Great stuff that from Jack. Dave, your driver of the day?
I would like to look away from the top two because they were just in a world of their own today. I agree with you, Light Blade. He's come through, kept away from trouble on the first lap, and got himself up 5 places into 5th.
Yeah, it's fantastic, especially on his second race in the series as well. It's a phenomenal turnaround.
Well, he's beaten Velez, who I believe was on the podium a round or two ago. So,
yeah, no, definitely. So, the championship, as I see it at the moment, this may change. It could. This is only provisional, but the way I see it, Jamie leads the championship now on 169 from Scooby G on 167. Both Lee and Jack now have 145 points, and I believe a level on wins for good measure. But next week, we're heading to the finale of the Group A1 Tours, and we're heading to the ever-favourite Nordschleife 24-hour layout. And we're in the Mercedes 190Es for that one. So should be an absolute belter of a race and finale to this championship. Nordschleife, not in the Mercedes, I thought it was. It's actually in the BMW M1 Pro cars. Even more power. And it's also a top 4 reverse grid for that one. But next up, Dave, you're competing in the next one. It's the modern touring cars from the Oulton Park GP layout. So do stay tuned for that one. But from myself and Dave, thank you all for watching tonight, and enjoy the rest of your evening.